All right, quick video on the market, little market update. So housing market crash is just starting. Looks like Fed is keeping interest rates at what they're at, the 75 basis points. Everybody's pretty much, the sentiment is everyone's set for a huge ass crash. Now, whether it breaks the support where S&P 500 is at 350, so that's when COVID hit the lowest point, and that was pretty much one of the worst market moments in history. That was the fastest the SPY, any of those indexes, SPY, NASDAQ, Dow Jones, Russell dropped so fast. There hasn't been anything like that. And so that's the support, that's the lowest point. Bounce from it, but it looks like the trend is bearish. Like there's no fucking good news. Excuse my French. There is no good news in any way for us to be positive. We're just gonna have a volatile, like the October and November is gonna be volatile because of the midterms. But yeah, it's just going down. The market crash, it's starting now. Who knows where it's going to go? SPY could go to 3,000. Could go lower. You honestly don't know if it could hit back into the 2008 lows. So it's crazy. The sentiment's pretty bad. Everybody's pretty much like, yeah, this is terrible. Because the reason why it's so bad is because the situation is, think of it like this. Everybody looks to the government to solve problems for aid, for the federal government to solve problems like this. What they do is we're going to stipulate the population by putting out a new bill or putting out a stimulus, which they're doing, I think, in October. But they're going to be like, we need to print money in order to help the consumers, in order to get their vote and let them know, hey, we got your back. And that it's just it's a ripple effects, because inflating the currency, the US dollar, is only going to lower its value. You're printing more of what, when the supply and demand is like, demand is dropping because not people are saving their money, they're not spending. If you look at, I don't have the chart on me, but it shows capital allocation for the USD, all the main currencies, like the top five, the euro, yen, USD, of course, and the Canadian dollar. But if you look at, and because their markets are in a recession, so what happens is foreign markets, when they start to go into recession, they allocate all their cash into the US dollar. So that's part of the reason why the dollar's been doing so well. It's actually going up. But if you're going to keep printing money, it's just, I mean, it's just like what it's called, a stimulus. I, Long term, we're gonna feel that. We're gonna probably, a lot of people are saying with the sentiment 2000 or January. I'm sorry, my mind's all over the place. January, we might go into a depression. January, February, March, April. The next 6 to 12 months, we'll decide whether this is just going to be a recession or we're going to go into a depression. What is going to determine that is inflation. If inflation zeroes out and continues to flatline, we are in, that's good. We need to get rid of the fucking inflation. If it doesn't go away, we're fucked. We are absolutely fucked. We're going to see a depression. But looking at CPI and all that, and the information is delayed, that's the reality of it. And it is undervalued. Yes, they fucking manipulate it to make it look good. They've always done that. It's the fucking government. What do you expect? But if it can stay, if the rate at which it's adjusting and growing, and core CPI is staying, is flatlining and starting to go down, which, looking at the sentiment from like top companies and like earnings, jobs are starting to, job loss is happening now. Unemployment is going to go up more. Jobs are, yeah, there's layoffs are happening now. But if you have earnings where a lot of the big tech, they're still making bank. They're still making those earnings that they want, or better than expected with the way the market's turning out right now. So if that continues, it looks like in the past, when we had the all-time highs, June, April, May, that looks like that was peak inflation. After that, I don't, it really looks like we have hit peak inflation. We just got to get inflation and kick it in the ass so that we don't have to worry about that shit going into 2023. 2023 is the big underminer. That looks like where it could be the lowest point for us. So just a little insight. I'm busy at the moment. I won't be posting shit for a while. Just some insight. It's on my head too. Okay, it helps me out.